I have an 89 win percentage with nothing but tall guard builds this year. I've been absolutely dominating with my 6'6", 6'7", and 6'8" builds. If you made any of those builds, you're good for the rest of the year. You don't need to make another build unless you wanted to. Well, I wanted to do the same thing with that 6'4" build you guys been begging for. I wasn't even gonna drop this build today. I had no stream, no upload yesterday for a very good reason. But because I missed yesterday's upload and yesterday's stream, it's only right that I bring you well-anticipated, well-awaited 6'4" point guard build. I myself have not used this build yet, but I don't need to use the build to know that this build will be one of the best builds of all time. Not just in this 2K, but in any 2K. Because the stats that you're able to get on this specific 6'4" build shouldn't even be possible, and I'm not sure if it was designed to be possible. This is a cap breaker build. That is the disclaimer. This is a cap breaker build. You're going to need some cap breakers for this build. I did not want to drop the build until I got at least 3 to 4 more cap breakers, but because you guys have been constantly asking for this build, whether it's on Twitch, YouTube, my YouTube videos, live streams, it doesn't matter. You guys have been saying, YaadMan, where's the 6'4" build? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys how to make it right now from scratch, because this is a build that you're gonna want to follow the steps. Enough of the bag of talking. Run it. All right, so let's go ahead and take you guys to the screen where we're going to create this build right now once and for all. Once you make this 6'4" build, you're not going to need any other small guard for the remainder of the year unless you choose to. The same thing applies to all of my tall guard builds that I've dropped for you guys. The only build I have that I've never released for you guys is my 6'5" build. That was my first build ever. I didn't want you guys to waste your money because I know myself, I'm not using that build for the year. It was just for my first build to get rebirth, and it served its purpose. That purpose is no longer here. All right, my 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", and now my 6'4". If you made any one of these builds, you should be good on this one build for the whole year, unless you get enough VC from being in your crew and you want to make another build. This 6'4" that I made was a no money spent build because I earned VC from streak hunting and just running with my crew. Live on stream. All of my games have been live on stream. We have an 89 win percentage with 800 games played. All right, so let's go ahead and show you what to do when creating this build. Obviously, I go left-handed, but it doesn't even matter anymore because you can actually change the hand that your player has in the actual game now. All right, you don't have to make a new build every time, so that's a W feature. Now let's go ahead and go 6'4". Obviously that's what we're going for, and yes, we're gonna go 211 in weight. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, we don't get speed with ball on 91, guys. That doesn't matter anymore. I'll show you why. All right, wingspan, we're gonna go 6'5". You're probably thinking, why 6'5" and not 6'4", right? 93 drive and dunk. To me, on a small guard, definitely something I'm not going to compromise on that gold poster, so we're gonna do that. All right, now you come to this screen right here. This is where the magic's gonna happen. All right, because a lot of people, they're making their 6'4s nice. I've seen LaMonsta 6'4. LaMonsta 6'4 is the best one I've seen so far, so I'm not gonna lie to you. LaMonsta came by the stream and I was telling him like his 6'4 is the best I've seen so far, so I have to get in the lab to really try to come up with something that's remotely close or even might be potentially better depending on your playstyle. For my playstyle, this fits my playstyle more, so this is better for me than the LaMonsta's version. But LaMonsta's version is really good as well, so make sure you guys go check that out if you're interested in playing in a different way as well. But back to the video. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put up our driving dunk to a 78. All right, now you're probably thinking, why a 78? You're not going to be able to cap break it. Just follow along. All right, put your driving layup to a 73 driving layup and put your close shot up to a 68 close shot. All right, just follow along. Now standing dunks, guys, we only need a 40 standing dunk. You don't need anything else. All right, a 40 standing dunk is all you need. That's all I ever put on my tall guard builds and they work just fine. All right, now put your close shot, your post control up to a 38. All right, I'm just telling you what to do. Now essentially we are going to get 93 drive and dunk with this build. I know it's hard to believe right now, but we're going to get 93 drive and dunk with this build. That is important because you get gold poster. It's not really about the dunk packages anymore because Westbrook dunk package is still good, but it's not as overpowered as it was in previous years. So we want that 78 drive and dunk to be a bridge to cap break to get that 93 gold poster. I haven't seen the small guard dunk packages yet, but I'm pretty sure they have some decent ones. Regardless, the gold poster alone is worth it. You max plus 2 that goes up to legend. All right, you max plus, especially if it's if you have finishing specialization, you have legend poster now. You see what I'm saying? But I go playmaking specialization. I'm gonna show you exactly why. Now let's continue with the build. All right, the immaculate build. Now 3-point shot. Go ahead and put this up to a 93. Now you're probably thinking, why a 93? YaadMan, shooting is so freaking easy this year. Why not just go 92? Yes, shooting is so easy. All my builds have a 92 3-pointer. I shoot almost 70% from 3. All my games have been live on stream. Right? guess what? Why not put it up if you know small guard gets more attributes? And you're gonna see with a build like this, you really can't put it anywhere else. Now, let me tell you a little secret real quick. It might say 93 three-point shot, but you really get a 98. Follow along real quick. Let me show you something. When you go back out here, right? You see 93 driving dunk potential. You see 98 three-point potential. You see perimeter defense, 98 potential. No. Steal potential, 95, right? Obviously, you're not gonna be able to get it all the way up there, but don't get twisted. You're gonna be able to get it close to it. And strength, 85. No, let's go back to show you what I was showing. Just stick along, all right? You're gonna see why I did what I did, all right? Now, obviously, you play rec, you're gonna wanna put your free throw up. No, I don't play rec really. I average 40 and 10 in the rec though. Do not get it twisted. I still average 40 and 10 in the rec, but I do not play rec. So I really don't have time for the rec. Rec is fun from what I played earlier in the year. The stream is still up. No, let's go with a 76 pass. Anything above this at this point in the year is overkill. Unless you're on that 6'8", it really does make a difference, because when you're on a 6'8", you're gonna be moving a little bit slower than the 6'6" and 6'7", and you want to be able to steam the corners when they think about helping out. All right, no, 76 is gonna give you that versatile visionary on silver, and you can always boost up your diamond, right? 3-point shot, you're gonna have all gold badges off the rip, right? So if you don't have cap breakers, this is still a more than good enough 3-pointer to take you to get cap breakers. All right, if you should have some cap breakers by now to at least get your dunk up to contact dunks. All right, no, ball handle, we went ahead and went with an 88 ball handle, and you're probably thinking, why would you do that, YaadMan? Well, it's very simple. I only need a 92 ball handle in this game. 92 ball handle gives you Steph Curry SIGs. I don't plan on using any of Steph Curry SIGs, maybe probably 1 or 2 of them, but for right now, I don't need them. I have my own style. I like my own play style. I have my own dribble SIG, and a lot of people have made small guards already, and they're loving the Steph Curry behind the back, etc. So this is a way to go ahead, and if you wanted Steph Curry SIGs, you still can get Steph Curry SIGs, and I'll explain why right now. I went with Playmaking specialization, right? I already have 1 cap breaker from the Playmaking specialization, and I'm on my way to the second one already. I already have the max +1 badge from the Playmaking specialization. But once I get that max +2 and the second cap breaker, it's gonna change the way the game is played, because I get lightning launch on legend no matter what, and I get Hall of Fame handles for days no matter what. All right, now you only need 90 ball handle for gold handles for days, right? Well, you can stop right there if you wanted to. You don't even have to put anything on there. So I already have an 89 ball handle because I already used my Playmaking specialization on it 1 time. So I get Kemba Walker's escape. You do need an 89 ball handle for Kemba's escape. So if you don't care about having no high 3-pointer right now, potentially a 93. All right, I don't know what 93 gets you, but we'll figure it out. All right, actually, let's just figure it out right now. 93 gets you gold ankle assassin, so we can get that. Hold on. All right, yeah. All right, so that's why we went 88 ball handle. I do have an 89 already, and I'm 1 away from getting it at a 90 to get gold handles for these. Now, speed with ball, go ahead and max this out to an 87. All right, max it out to an 87. All right, yeah, put it at an 87. It goes up to a potential of 89, which is overpowered. All right, on a 6'4". 86 is all you need this year, guys. All my builds have 86 and below. My main build I use has an 83. I'm gonna show you guys what to do if you want to make your 6'4" move as fast as any other guard build, and it's not even funny. I'm telling you guys the 100% truth. So 87 field ball, all I need to start off. Gonna be faster than all my tall guard builds already, and I get the best dribble style in the game, Ja Morant. So I don't even need to explain anything more, right? Ja Morant and Kemba Walker escape, dynamite. All right, anyway, let's come over here to the defense. Go ahead and put this interior defense up to a 59. Now, every single stat you've seen me upgrade so far has good potential abilities from the cap breakers. All right, take that in consideration. Now, go ahead and put up this perimeter defense to a 91. Now, here's the logic behind this build. I run lock and I run guard. I'm the main defender and I'm the main scorer. All right, if you are not going to be the main defender, make some alterations to this build. Trust and believe me, you won't need to really, because you can leave it exactly how it is and choose to maybe drop your weight. I'll show you what to do if you want the 91 speed with ball. I'll show you what to do, but this is for my people out there that wants a different style of build, that's tired of the meta of, you know, small guards and, you know, lockdown big man. You want to be able to do everything. You want to have no liabilities if you don't run with your crew or your squad. This is the build for you. All right, if you want an overpowered offensive small guard, it's not the build for you. All right, I'll say that right now. I know it's a little bit in the video already. This build still gets the overpoweredness of a small guard, any small guard. 98 3-pointer, 93 dunk. You don't need 99 3-pointer this year, guys. You can just max +1 all the other badges. You still get set shot specialist on legend. You can get essentially everything a 99 can get, and I've actually tested them side by side with the shot meter in my league. It's not that. Trust me, 92 3-pointer I've been going crazy with this year. 98, I can't even imagine the results that are about to happen. 99 is just overkill. All right, so back to what we were saying. Beat this at a 91. It has a potential of a 98 perimeter defense. Yes, you get a 98 perimeter defense on this build. Believe Believe it or not, yes, I know you're probably doing the maths like, wait, that's 7 cap breaks. No. I found a way to make it multiply by 2s so it can get to that 98 even quicker. All right, trust and believe me, because I'm gonna play lock with this. I do not want to be a liability. My play style is toxic. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I have a toxic play style, but it's about winning to me. No, we're gonna leave this steal at a 61. Eventually, it'll be up in the 80s where we can get that silver glove. We're gonna be good. All right, even though glove don't matter, and we're gonna have silver interceptor. Right now, 60 steal is really all you need this year. That's all I've used on my big guards. And if you guys been watching the streams, I get clutch lane steals and blitz steals. It might be nice to have a 90 steal, but guys, I can't tell the difference between 90 and 60. If you know how to play defense, you know how to play defense. And I've played some of the sweatiest lockdowns with 99 steals on streams, and it does not matter. They can't rip me one time. They can't blitz me one time. They haven't got one Stevie off of me probably but one time. All right, you understand me? So I'm telling you guys what you guys can go back and watch all my videos. You can see what I'm doing. I'm not just out here yapping. All right, I have my streams up. Now block, go ahead and put this up to a 62, which is maxing it out, just because this is the same block that my 6'5 has, and I used to get chase downs with my 6'5 the first week and great contests, all right, versus regular people. But now since they fixed the contest system, I'll be able to contest pretty much anybody now. All right, now put the rebound up to a 40 and put this one up to a 60. All right, now you get rebound chaser with this build, but you can also get silver box out beast with this build once you go to a 71 rebound on it. All right, now here's the fun part, and you guys are gonna be shocked. You're gonna be shocked because you're gonna say, I've never seen YaadMan do this, and you're not lying. All right, let's just skip the speed and agility for right now, and let's go ahead and go to the strength. Go ahead and put this up to a 76 strength. All right, probably thinking, why YaadMan? It's only bronze immovable enforcer, right? I look like that right now. I get an 85 strength on this build. You understand me? That means I'm gonna have immovable enforcer, and it's going to be immaculate. I can go ahead and boost it up to gold. You understand me? Or Hall of Fame, I should say. So let me show you what you get at 85 strength. Gold immovable enforcer, right? So I can get this to legend, like I just told you, or I can boost it up 1 and get Hall of Fame. All right, but right now you don't need it all the way that high because you're trying to save room for other caps. You want to save room for other caps, so this is not taking all the space and making all the other caps lose some of its multiple cap increases. All right, because perimeter defense, if you mess around with this build too much, you're not gonna have the ability to get it up to a 98. You're gonna be stuck at +1, +1, +1 instead of +2, +3. You see what I'm saying? So just follow along. Don't put this strength all the way up yet. Keep it where it's at. All right, same thing for the dunk. Keep it where it's at. No vert, and I'll show you what we did with the rest. But we went ahead and put up an 80 vert, we can get our gold poster. And then the last thing we did for this build is we went ahead and put up that agility to an 84. All right, now this gives us the ability, once we cross that threshold of 96, you're gonna get Hall of Fame on ball minutes, right? But we get a 98 perimeter on this build, right? Get a 98 perimeter on this build. Now let's look at these build by badges things right here and show you guys what the requirement of legend is. 86 agility. Guys, you're gonna have that so easy, it's not even funny. All right, now we do have the ability to put our speed up as well. So go ahead and come back over here to the badge. So this is the build as constructed, and it might look crazy right now, but just follow me to where you'll see where the build actually. So this is what they call you. Two-way three-point shot hunter is better than the two-way slasher. Now, if you do look at the build, it kind of looks like a baby Batista, and that's all right. That's all right, because we're gonna be playing some defense with it. All right, we're gonna be playing some defense with it. Now, you see the only weakness is it won't be racking up any steals. That's a lie, because cap breakers are gonna show you that that's a lie. All right, now let me go show you the build. All right, now you see the build. It's looking like a baby version of Batista, but it's all good. You know, that's what I made it for. It's gonna be a different type of 6'4", not your average 6'4" that you see everybody using. And I already have a lot of good things to show you about the build. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. You see, this is what let me go to this screen because it's better to explain it. You get a 93 drive and dunk, but you do need 5 cap breakers to get to that 93. You only need 3 to get to an 89. That's the good thing about this build, right? Only need 3 to get to an 89. Also, I'm only 2 away from a 98 three-pointer. Now, that is not necessary. A 96 is more than good enough to be with for the rest of the year, but I'm somebody that just likes to be overpowered, and why not? Why not? I've never seen a build like this. Why not? Why not just break the game one time and show you guys the potential of this build? And that's exactly what this is gonna be. A 98 three-point build, so you can't say any build shoots better than this, because it's right there with the best shooters in the game. It's right there with the second-tier best dunkers in the game, and it's there with the best lockdowns in the game, being that you can just max +1 the badges that you get at 99. All right, now I did get my playmaking specialization, so I'm only 1 away from a 90 ball handler to get that gold handlers for days, which is essential. And then I can max +1 that with the max +1 from the playmaking specialization, and if essentially get Hall of Fame without even getting anywhere near the requirements for Hall of Fame, right? Now, the downside of this is if you are Steph Curry made, you're not gonna get Steph Curry SIGs until you get to the 4th cap breaker. No, playmaking specialization is gonna knock out 2 of them. Once you get to starter 4, I mean not starter 4, starter 5, you'll get +2 more. All right, or if you wait till next season and do some of your challenges, you might already have those +2. All right, Me personally, that's not the case for me. I don't need Steph Curry SIGs, so I've been using a tall guard for 800 games. All right, that's the sacrifice, and I don't really think it's a sacrifice at all because I played a lot against a lot of small guards with 86 field ball, and they just match +2 to legend lightning launch. They're moving just as quick as any build that I've seen, even with Hall of Fame speed with ball. Now 94 speed with ball is gonna be different, but you're a 6'4", you can't get that anyways, and as well just, you know, is it what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go over here now. You see the pass. If you want your pass to be higher, you can also put your pass higher, and obviously your free throw can go high off a few cap breakers, and the same thing applies for your layup. It can go pretty high. But let's come over here to the defensive side. Get a pretty high interior, and I'm only 3 cap breakers away from obviously perimeter defense being at 98, which is toxic. This is very toxic. No, my steal goes up into the 80s, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do the math for you guys right now just so you can have the exact number. All right, you get an 86 steal with this build. So essentially, this is a lockdown build for real. The steals is really not that important on this year. I've played against so many 90 plus steal lockdowns. You're not ripping me. All right, and if you play against somebody that knows what they're doing, the chances are you're not going to rip them. All my live streams are up still. I'm not sitting here just joking around with you guys. I've barely ever been ripped, and it's because I mess up. All right, never been plucked before. I've never been just straight up plucked. All right, so let's go ahead down to the rebound. You're gonna be able to get a 71 rebound, and that's gonna give you silver box out beast, the same as my 6'7", and it does work immaculately. No, you're going to be able to get your speed all the way up to a 92 because 87 plus 5, that's 92, right? And your agility, 1 cap breaker is gonna give you the ability to get on-ball menace or whatever badge that you're trying to get. Like say if you can get I think 99 is a requirement for on-ball menace. I can't remember. If it's 98, then you would just need an 86 agility for it anyways. So if you can't get it because it's 99, all you would do is just put this at 86, max +1 it. All right, but don't get it twisted. You're able to get your agility in the 90s as well. All right, so strength, just told you guys, you're going to be able to get this to 85. And vert, we wouldn't dare put our vert up all the way up to this number, but you have the ability to if you really want. All right, so with that being said, this is my build, guys, and I have a lot of content coming with this build. All right, big up on the cell. I'm big Lord Almighty. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Show some love on the build video. You guys want me to drop obviously the SIGs, the jump shot, because you guys know this is a special. I don't think I've seen anybody with it. Baby, Colombia, for your mother, Colombia.